We're here.
Welcome back.
With a big reveal.
Yeah, the bike's finally done.
Brian's going to unveil his triathlon bike. He's been working on it all winter long, and it's looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So
yeah, he's been a busy guy.
It's been a lot of work. So I got 3 months left to ride it. So
yep.
Before the race. So.
Yep. So now that it's finally getting nice outside, he can actually ride it outside. But in this video, we want to take you through the reveal, but also the assembly of the upgrades, the components that Brian got for the bike as well.
So not only did you get new paint, but you got new upgraded components.
Yeah, we're gonna show off the features of some of the new technology that's in bike systems these days. So even if you're not really into bike riding, you're gonna be amazed to see what some of the stuff can do nowadays. What Brian has upgraded to, why he's going to win this race.
Yep, this is not your dad's bike.
Okay, so you saw it get all put together. Let's see the reveal.
Here we go.
All right, Brian, take us through some of the upgrades.
So So one of the big things is I went with a 1x12 drive system. No front derailleur any longer. So this is where the mount for it was. So there's only one chain ring in the front and then 12 gears in the back.
Okay.
So there's no need to shift in the front anymore. Mm-hmm. There's such a wide range of gears nowadays that you really can get what you need, I think, from the gear set in the back.
So what's the benefit?
This was a little bit lighter, so no front derailleur cable, so one less component to malfunction on you.
Less parts to break.
Yeah. In fact, when I actually raced this bike with the front derailleur, and I did have a malfunction during a race, the bolt had loosened up enough that it actually had fallen. The derailleur had slid down a little bit, so that was very aggravating. So
All right. Upgrade number 2.
Upgrade number 2 is an electronic gear system. So there's no cable from the shifters up front to the rear derailleur in the back. So it's completely wireless and it's Bluetooth. So
Sounds like cheating.
yeah. So right here is what they call a blip box. So it's a SRAM system. So here's the blip box here. I mounted it on the bottom so I can put my computer on the top. So there's 4 shifters. I still need to wrap these with tape, but there's a shifter here. And then there's ones on either ends. So if you're riding with your hands on the handlebars, you can shift with your thumb. Or if you're on the Aerobars, you can shift from up here.
Oh,
so you don't have to change your position to shift.
Oh, okay.
So before, there was a lever here. So you'd pull it up and down to shift. So now you just got to, boom, press a button and it's done.
Yeah, I saw those little lights.
Yeah.
It almost looks like an alien operating the shifter down there at the derailleur. All right.
So yeah, so it's all the rage nowadays. So it's been gotten good reviews as far as the quality of it, the reliability of it. The battery lasts months.
Okay.
So, which is good.
And then what's another upgrade?
So another upgrade would be the wheel set.
Okay.
So before I had SRAM wheels, they actually had broken randomly, just like stress fractures. So but these are carbon wheels. These got really good reviews on some of the websites I looked at. The difference with some of the carbon wheels is that the carbon is structural, and this is actually just a carbon fairing.
Okay.
So it's actually got some flexibility to it. So
neat.
it's just enough to get so it's aluminum rim, carbon fairing over it for the aerodynamics.
Oh, yeah.
60 mils in the front and 90 mils in the back as far as the depth of the wheel.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that difference.
Yep.
And it looks like you got a new saddle on there.
I did. That was the last upgrade.
Okay.
It was a new saddle. So it's got a split saddle on it to relieve all the pressure points in the perineum area.
Oh, my goodness.
So you don't get numb.
Yeah, I guess if you're on your bike for 4 and 5 hours at a time, you want to reduce numb butt.
Exactly. So, and then this is something I had before. This is a 2-bottle water bottle system, so I can put 2 water bottle mounts on the back here, and then I can Velcro like a little tool pack on the back if I need to. So
Cool.
There was one more upgrade. Yep.
Yeah.
So the Aerobars I upgraded as well. These are carbon fiber VUCA Aero bar, so a little more aerodynamic, lighter. I was able to reuse the profile design extensions on the old bars, which was nice.
Okay. So these extensions you had.
I had those from.
And
the
you were
old
able
ones,
to incorporate those with the shifting, but this section right here is the new.
This is all new with the new risers, and these are all new here. The arm pads are new as well. So nice. Just this tube is the reuse. Okay. So. And so one thing I can do, this is the medium riser here, medium height riser. So I can actually change that to make it about twice as high.
Okay.
Or I can make it really low if I want. So once I tune in my position, I'll decide if that's the right one for me or and then I can also slide these in and out.
Okay.
So right now they're pretty much at the farthest extension, but if I need to slide them in just a little bit, I can. So
nice.
which is pretty cool.
Well, doing a big upgrade like this, it's not an easy job. No. I know it came with its share of frustrations. You got to be honest and tell everybody what happened.
There was definitely some aggravation here. So I had bought new brake calipers. You can see the one on the front here. But the bolts are different size. So the diameter of the bolts are different from what was here and what was on here. So I couldn't make it work. So, and I probably could in the long term if I get someone to machine some reducing sleeves to put in there. I can probably make it work, and I might do that long term. But that was a big frustration. So the brakes that I have on there were severely rusted. So the inner sleeves were rusted. The bolt mount, the studs that they mount over were rusted. and all the springs in them were rusted. And so I didn't want to take the time to have to clean all that off and really scrub it and put it back together. Plus, I thought the way this system mounted or was utilized was hard to align it properly. So I ended up having to do that. Ended up having to scrub all the rust off and with a little wire brush and a Dremel tool and
a whole extra step to do that.
Because the bike was in North Carolina, tons of humidity, it got wet. The rear brake is mounted down by the ground, so you can imagine how, if you're in the rain, how much road spray gets on that. And so it's just not very good.
And then you machined something yourself.
Oh, I did, yeah. So the brake system on the bottom has a little adjustment screw down here, and the one I had was rusted, so I threw it away because I anticipated putting new brakes on. And so, needless to say, I was able to use one of the old headset bolts. I actually drilled a hole through it, and then instead of it's no longer an Allen key anymore because I drilled out so that the little ferrule that goes on the end of the brake cable would slide in there. So now I can adjust that with a clean bolt.
Was that about it for the frustrations? I guess when you were putting your tire on, that was a little frustrating.
Yeah, the tires are very tight to put on, so especially when they're new. And so they haven't been pumped up yet and stuff. So that's kind of tricky because when you're using your tire levers, if you got to use them, you don't want to pinch the inner tube, which is very easy to do. So. And usually what you do is you put the tire on, you just roll it on with your hands, but I mean, I don't have strong thumbs, I guess. So.
Well, the next thing to do is to give it a ride.
Yeah.
Take it for a ride.
The next couple of days after work, I think I'll take it out and test ride it.
Yeah. You'll take it down where there's no snow and there's no dirt and slush and all of that, and take it in a safe place so it doesn't get all dirty.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't want it to get dirty.
All right, guys, give us a thumbs up on the video if you're proud of Bryan's work, and leave a comment what you think about the system and the setup and all the upgrades and how he's going to be the fastest cyclist out there now with his time trial bike.
Yeah, and of course I got my matching helmet now, so so it'll be super fast now.
What a look! All right, guys, that's it. The final bike reveal.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for all the comments and the feedback as Bryan's been working on this project, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, bye-bye.